Hey. Oh. I guess I better clean my room. God damn it. Alright. That's not straight. Oh, hoping that's good. Hoping that's straight. Does it look like a clean room? Eh? Because like I just threw everything behind the camera. And here we go again. You found yourself friend that knows you well. Hey, well, here we are again. Just re-recording this video because I just did this whole video that I wanted to do. I said everything I wanted to say. It came out terribly, because the audio, it was a buzzing noise, I guess because I was charging the phone or whatever. Anyways, well, how's that? Take two. So, here we are again. Just came home from our trip. I say home, but it's not really home. We rented an Airbnb for our trip. We wanted to have a space to come back to, and just in case on our trip or in our travels or in the airport we picked up that thing that's going around right now, we didn't want to take it back to our families or anything. So before we left, we booked Airbnb to get back to and to quarantine in for 14 days. And here we are. Things are going great. No one is sick, thank God. Everyone's doing very well. Everyone back home, as far as I've heard, is for everyone that's here, all their families, everyone's doing well. The families that we visited on our trip, everyone is doing great. So our trip was fantastic. It was so good. We went out for a wedding, and Rika and Andrew, again, congratulations, and thank you so much for inviting us. If it weren't for you, we would have missed the trip of a lifetime. This vacation, this trip was incredible. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I want to put up some videos of the trip, of where we went, what we saw, what we did, what we ate, and there'll be a lot to come from that. But before that, I figured I better do a follow-up or a sequel to my first YouTube video, or I guess it's my second YouTube video technically. My first YouTube video is a cat video, of course. So I wanted to do a follow-up to the video that I started with, which was the Ring Fit Adventure Challenge for the Nintendo Switch. So I just want to talk about that really quick now, and then I'll do a segue into the trip and everything that went on there. The Ring Fit Adventure was fantastic. Starting it was great. I love doing the workouts. It was a lot of fun. Did it for a few days. Then something came up. Something happened. Cue serious music. I was doing it for a few days using it's like a Pilates ring, the Ring Fit Adventure ring. It aggravated. I had a pain in my shoulder, and it brought it up and a lot, and it started hurting a lot. So I knew, I had a feeling that I had an injury in my shoulder, and doing the Ring Fit Adventure brought the pain up so much that I was like, I better get it checked out. So I stopped doing it for a little while. I made some doctor's appointments, and from the time that I started until the time I actually got an answer from a specialist, it was a month or 2 months, I think. Anyway, I saw the specialist, and they confirmed that I had nothing too serious, tendonitis and tendinosis in my left shoulder. And all I did was, they showed me some strengthening exercises and some stretches, and so I've been doing that for a little while and making it all better. And I feel bad for stopping it, but you have to do what you have to do, right? I took care of it. I even, prior to that video, I had joined a martial arts gym, Combat Arts in Mississauga, and I even stopped going there because it was aggravating the pain. And let me tell you, tendonitis and tendinosis are a pain in the shoulder. since the specialist appointment, I have started going back to that gym and the regular gym a few times, Planet Fitness, with a couple of guys, and getting back into it. But I haven't started the Ring Fit Adventure again yet, unfortunately, and I think I'm going to start that again very, very soon. So stay tuned. So what I did do though, beginning of this year, January, so January 6th, I think was the day. That was the first Monday in January, I believe. The lady and I, we decided to do a new diet, and it was the ketogenic diet, keto. And I say we decided to do a diet, really she decided to do a diet. I'm just joking. It was her suggestion, and I wasn't super into it at the beginning, but I knew she knew what she was talking about. So we started it January 6th, and since then, so it's been a couple months now. January 6th, yeah, it's been just over 2 months. From the day I started the Ring Fit Adventure, I think I was 247 pounds. And so the day we left for our trip, I weighed myself that day. It was March 16th. And I was 223 pounds. So that was cool. 24 pounds down. And just from the ketogenic diet. So that was really neat. What is the ketogenic diet? To put it simply, two main things with keto: high fats and low carbohydrates. Fats, carbohydrates. The other third macronutrient that you could possibly talk about is protein. So the three main components of your foods are proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. So again, ketogenic, high fat, low carbohydrate. Basically what it's trying to do is it's trying to get your body to change its fuel source. So your body will typically try to burn energy from fats, which break down into sugars and that kind of thing. On the ketogenic diet, normally it's trying to break down carbohydrates to fuel your body, your muscles and that. But now with the ketogenic diet, you're trying to train your body to break down fats for fuel instead. So that's why you up the fat, you down the carbs a lot. And that's the basis and everything about the keto. So doing that after a few weeks, you notice things. To be honest, the first 2 or 3 weeks were pretty hard for me for keto. I had a lot of cravings. Like I was craving everything. I was like, I just want toast. Or like, like sugary things like ice cream, anything sugary, snack food, candy, sugary drinks, juices. So the first few weeks, they were kind of tough, but lucky for me, my lady is an amazing cook. She's so good. She learned from her mom. Her mom is so good. And thankfully, she made it very easy on us. She did a lot of meal prep, and that made all the difference. Not having to scrounge for food or order something or try to find something that I can eat really quick. Having those meals prepared ahead of time, that was everything. And I helped. I was a sous chef, okay? I would help. Every weekend we would make meals and I would help her. I would stir and I would package the food. But really, thanks to her, it wouldn't have been possible without her. So I'm very, very grateful and thankful to my special lady. But I knew before our trip, I probably wouldn't be able to stay keto when we went on the trip. Where we went, they use a lot of meat products and a lot of pork and a lot of fish and a lot of different things that I'm not used to here. I'm Muslim, so I only eat halal, so absolutely no pork, and all meats and meat products are halal. So I knew that going there, I'd be trying a lot of new things. For example, fish. Before the trip, I never ate fish. I didn't like the smell of fish, stuff like that. But yeah, I knew I would have to get to try something new out there, and I learned that I think I love salmon. That's kind of cool thing. Sushi for the first time ever, standing sushi bar in where we were, and that was so cool and really, really good. So that, things have changed, but I knew I wouldn't be having, mostly fats and meats out there, because most of the meats I wouldn't be able to have. It would be really hard to find anything halal out there. So I knew that I was going to go back to carbs, and I was worried because I was like, oh no, I'm going to go back to carbs and I'm going to gain all my weight back and more, and who knows. So I got back from the trip and I stepped on the scale, and it wasn't so bad. It was pretty good, actually. I was pretty proud of myself. So I weighed after the trip, and 227 or something. Anyway, I gained 3.7 pounds from the date when I left. And it's actually not a surprise. We did a lot of walking, a lot of adventuring. And it was super, super, super cool there. Some days in terms of walking, we were doing 10, 12, 15 kilometers of walking. So it's understandable as to why. But I also ate everything. I ate all the... They have vending machines with hot drinks, cold drinks, pops, and energy drinks, and they have vending machines with like different kinds of foods and stuff. So cool. So amazing. I honestly thought when I was out there that I would have gained like 10 to 15 pounds easily, very quickly. After the wedding, it was a few days into the trip. The wedding day was the Friday the 20th, and prior to that, I wasn't eating much. I was like, I gotta make sure I fit into my jacket, into my suit. I don't want to screw this up. And immediately after the dinner of the wedding, I couldn't button my jacket without holding my breath. I was like this. But a few days later, everything was cool, doing a lot of walking and stuff like that. Got back here, I tried it on the suit again, actually last night, because I had a virtual date with my lady because I'm in quarantine, so I couldn't go on an actual date with her, so we did a video call date, and I put on my suit and my tie, and we did that. But I put on the jacket and it fit. I could close the buttons again, so that was super cool. That was a really cool thing. But yeah, I was worried when I was out there, man. I was like, I'm gonna gain so much weight. One day I had ice cream, I think either 2 or 3 times. I had to try the matcha ice cream, okay? I had matcha ice cream, I had matcha tea, of course, I had matcha cookies, a matcha cake. But yeah, I didn't want to restrict myself too much. I don't think I restricted myself at all. I ate everything. And I don't feel bad. It was great. I don't regret anything. The trip was fantastic. And yeah, so now we're back. We're home, kind of. And today's day 5 of quarantine. And we're, the last 4 days, including today, I've done a workout every day. So, use the time that we got, right? Trying to get them quarantine gains, Woo! Baby, what I'm yelling at you, it's not your fault, it's not your fault, yeah. But yeah, doing a workout every day, and things are going really well. I should also put up pictures of what we've been eating, like pizza, Mary Brown's, candy, all this kind of stuff. But thankfully everything's going well. Everyone here is healthy, and thanks so much to the people who are helping us out here. There are people dropping off, care packages and food and groceries and stuff like that, so we don't have to go out, And thankful that everyone we know is healthy and safe and in this scary time. But we had an amazing time on our trip, and I just need to thank Andrew and Rika one more time. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. You guys are beautiful. I love you guys. The trip was beautiful. Trip of a lifetime. Wouldn't have been possible without you. And I guess that's good. I think that's it. That's good. I think that's enough of me for now. That should be a good, you know, explanation of what was going on and what's happening next. And this should be a good segue into the next video that comes out on the trip. So thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, it helps out. And thank you for sticking around. If this is the first video you're seeing of mine, thank you for watching all the way through. And please feel free to go watch the last few videos I made. There's more coming very soon, I promise. I promise that. Thank you so much. Thank you again. And I'll see you in the next one.
Ta-ta for now.
So like, what's a good upload schedule like? One video every 6 months?